Welcome back to my channel. This is Devana with Closet Confessions, episode 2. I would like to thank everybody that took their time and subscribed to my channel, that liked, that commented on it. I really appreciate the love. I'm definitely trying to get this channel up and starting. So anything you can do to assist me as far as sharing this video with friends and family, commenting, making sure you like my videos, make sure you subscribe and you turn on your notifications. That's pretty much it, and I thank you so much for your effort to even come to my channel and watch this video and listen to what I have to say. So let's just jump right into it, right? Because let's not waste time. This is Closet Confessions. It's the end of the night and the babies will probably end up busting in here. For those who are mothers, you definitely know how that goes. So I was I actually saw this post on Facebook about mother-daughter relationships, and basically it was in regards to healing, and it was saying that a lot of problems with mother-daughter relationships stem from the fact that mothers are envious or jealous of their daughters because they expect their daughters to struggle the same way they struggled in their earlier years, or maybe in the current time, because some of our parents are still struggling and we may be doing better than them, right? And that really got me to thinking, and I actually sparked a conversation with my husband, and I thought it would be a really good conversation to come and have here. You know, of course, struggle is in this life is ordained. We're going to struggle with something. Everybody struggles differently. Some people struggle with finances. Some people struggle mentally. Some people struggle with weight. There's many different struggles that we all ensue. So that idea that, okay, we are all going to struggle the same is not reality. And that's one thing that stands out for me. That's first. But then I think about the fact that what is the main goal that we have as mothers when we have these children? One of my main goals is for my children to be better than me. My main goal as being a parent, when I first found out that I was pregnant with my daughter at 19 years old, which it was a shocker to me. It was scary. I completely was like, what, excuse my language, the hell have you got yourself into? You know better than this, right? But once I settled down, I realized, okay, I've done this. Now what am I going to do in regards to the situation? And I was like, one, my daughter must be way better than me. So that means that everything I do from this point on in relation to her has to be to make sure that she is better than me, that I break some sort of chain, that this is what my mother did and this is what her mother did. But now that I have a chance, all that yin yang I was talking when my mom was raising me about what I would do differently, now you're on center stage and let's see what you're going to do differently, right? So go ahead, here's the challenge, step up and do what you say you're going to do. So with having all my children, it's always been about them being 3 times, 4 times, 5 times better than me. I'm investing in you, and I'm going to invest as much as I can. I'm going to invest my life, my blood, my sweat, my tears, all that I have to ensure that you do better than me and that you learn from the mistakes that I made. So why would I want my children to be anything less than what I am, right? So then I took it to another step. So my daughter, she's really talented, right? And when I was younger, I always wanted to write books early. I remember going in the library, like looking at how to create your first book at like 15, right? I wanted to be like a young author. I just wanted to do big things. But fear always held me back. I never submitted my writing to the contest. I never tried to do anything. I would just dream. I was a dreamer. I knew I had the capability, but I really doubted myself and I didn't feel like I would ever get anywhere. So I didn't try, right? I dreamed, but what good is dreaming without action, right? Faith without works is dead. So now here's my daughter, and I've seen her developing, like she's learning on her own, and she's actually taking a step and doing what it is that she has the desire to do. And to me, I was like, wow, you know, that's exactly what I wanted to do at that age. So for a slight moment, I felt a tinge of envy of that, like, oh my gosh, she's starting now, she's gonna be way greater than I could ever imagine. But that moment that I felt that, I was like, and that is what you set out to do. That's what she's supposed to be. Every generation is going to be smarter. Every generation is going to be better. Every generation, because they've had the mistakes of their ancestors. We all are living off the backs of our ancestors, and every mistake that they made served as a lesson for us. Why do we read Bibles? Why do we read Qurans? Why do we read Torahs? Because we're reading the trials, the tribulations, the mistakes that people before us made so that we can be better. They stand before us to see, so we can see what to do and what not to do. So that's what you are as a parent. You are that testimony of what to do and what not to do. So if your child is excelling and not struggling in the same area that you're struggling in, then to me, you should be so delighted that you've done your job correctly. But here's the problem. Us as women put so much of ourselves into our children, our home, and our husbands that we lose our own identity. We all have a talent. God didn't say because you're a woman and you're a mother and you're a daughter or whatever that you don't have a talent, that the only thing you have to give is to raise these children, cook food, help balance the books. He deposited gifts in all of us. And our job is to be good mothers and good wives. But our goal in this life is to fulfill the purpose that we were set on this planet, on this earth, to fulfill. So when Minister Farrakhan, he says that the true delight in life, right, is when you're fulfilling your purpose. You dream about it, you get delight, but fulfilling your purpose, moving towards that purpose, is what gives you true happiness and true peace, right? So us as women, when we navigate away from that, when we lower ourselves, right? When we don't allow what the God has placed in us to manifest and turn into something, we're unhappy. And so when you're not in your own purpose and you haven't found your own gifts and you haven't mined those, then you're envious of everyone else. And that's going to include your children, because you feel like you gave your whole life. Now you have animosity. Now you regret things because here's your husband doing all good. Your husband might have his health. He might look good. He might be buff. He might be feeling well. Your children out here doing their thing, traveling the world, making money. But you as a woman are sitting behind looking lonely or lowly, and you don't feel good about yourself. Your health is suffering. Your body is not in the shape that you want it to be because you gave everything you had to everyone else, and you never deposited that same love and nurturing that you placed in everyone else in yourself. You must develop your gifts. You must sacrifice and develop your gifts. Even if you take 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, even if you have to, when you want something, and I need to understand this, when you want something, you wake up at the crack of dawn if you have to, or stay awake till 2 o'clock in the morning, wherever you get the time to develop yourself, to deposit love and nurture yourself. And when you neglect yourself and you neglect everything about yourself in regards to your purpose and your talent, you're going to have some type of animosity. You're going to be upset because you spent your whole life and you gave your whole life. And now you get to this point in your age where you're like, my life is moving on, and you don't feel like you've done enough. You feel like time is nearing. Because you're like, I had all this time before and now I don't know when I'll go, in a sense. I think a lot of people feel. So now that scares them. And now everybody else that has something, they feel that animosity towards. So I'm coming here to say, us as women really need to get in on the self-care. We need to love ourselves and dig deep and mine deep and find the talents that God has placed in us so that we as women can feel fulfilled. Not only fulfilled by the fact that we've been good housekeepers, because to me, I feel fulfilled by that as well. By being a good mother, that fulfills me. But being able to mine and pull out the talents and show the God that I am a God created in His image, that I am able to pull out any and everything that He placed in me and turn that into a gift that not only serves purpose to me, but serves purpose to the world. So I can invest in my children and I can invest in my husband so that they can give to the world. And in a sense, I'm giving to the world by doing that for them as well. but I need to also give to myself and allow what's in myself to also benefit other people as well. So I'm here to say, as a closet confession, we're envious a lot of times as women because we're not doing what it is that we're called to do. We're envious of other women because we see something in that woman that we desire for ourselves. But that's not far off. If you want good skin, and work on good skin. If you want a nice body, work on that nice body. If you want those finances, work on your finances. If you want a business, whatever you want, whatever you put your mind to, a made-up mind is the most powerful thing. But instead of being envious and worrying about what your children have, what your husband has, what everybody else has, dedicate that time to you and get what you want. Don't look at the grass on the other side. Don't look at Mr. Johnson's grass, okay? Mr. Johnson's grass look good. No, don't look at Mr. Johnson's grass, okay? Worry about your grass and mind your talents, okay? So that's my confessions for today. I say that out of love. Hopefully this was a inspiring or motivational video, or you could pull something out of it. But I want you to know that you are beautiful, that you are special. There is no one like you, and there is no one that can do the things that you can do. And I want to see you be your best, and I want to see myself be my best, and I want us to break these chains of these bad mother-daughter relationships. I want us to be closer to our daughters. I want us to feel that genuine love. But in order to feel that genuine love and not envy your own child, you gotta have that genuine love for yourself first. Can't pour from an empty glass. I know y'all done heard that. Okay, so love you guys. This is the end of Closet Confessions episode 2. Subscribe to my channel. Drop the comments below to tell me what you think about this topic. Drop comments below to let me know what else you would like to talk about. Let's get to know each other. Let's build this relationship. And again, I thank you for being here. Peace and blessings. Have a great night. Love you guys.